When the story of Southern rock is told, it is impossible to leave out Berry Oakley, the original bassist of the Allman Brothers Band. Born Raymond Berry Oakley III on April 4, 1948 in Chicago, Oakley became a cornerstone of one of the most influential groups in American rock history. His melodic bass lines, unique style, and quiet yet powerful stage presence helped define the band's sound, blending blues, jazz, rock, and country into something timeless. Though his life was tragically cut short, his legacy remains immortal in the music that continues to resonate across generations. Oakley's love for music began in his teenage years, when he picked up the guitar before gravitating toward the bass, an instrument that would allow him to craft the backbone of songs while still exploring melodic complexity. His early bands in Illinois gave him the chance to hone his skills, but destiny called when he moved to Florida in the late 1960s. There he crossed paths with guitarist Dickie Betts, drummer Butch Trucks, and soon afterward, Duane Allman. The meeting would forever alter his life and the course of American rock. In 1969, Oakley became one of the founding members of the Allman Brothers Band, joining Duane Allman, Greg Allman, Dickie Betts, Butch Trucks, and Jai Johanni, J-Mo Johansson. From the very beginning, Oakley's bass playing was different from most of his contemporaries. Rather than simply holding down the rhythm, he treated the bass as a lead instrument, weaving counter melodies that danced around Dwayne Wayne's and Betts's guitar lines. His style was often compared to that of jazz bassists, and it gave the band a fluidity that set them apart from other rock acts of the time. The Allman Brothers Band quickly gained a reputation as a live powerhouse, and Oakley's role was pivotal. On stage, he often stood back from the spotlight, letting the guitars soar. But it was his subtle, inventive bass work that allowed the band's extended jams to hold together. His playing can be heard at its most transcendent on the landmark live album At Fillmore East, 1971, widely considered one of the greatest live records ever made. Tracks like Whipping Post and In Memory of Elizabeth Reed showcase how Oakley provided both structure and freedom, keeping the band grounded while pushing the music into new heights. Offstage, Oakley was known as a quiet, introspective man who nonetheless formed deep connections with his bandmates. He shared a brotherly bond with Duane Allman, and the two often rode motorcycles together during their downtime. This camaraderie added to the sense of family that surrounded the group, a dynamic that fans could feel in their music. Tragedy struck in October 1971 when Duane Allman died in a motorcycle accident in Macon, Georgia. The loss devastated the band, and Oakley in particular was said to be deeply shaken. Despite his grief, he continued to play with the group, pouring his sorrow into the music and helping the band carry on in Duane's absence. His resilience during this period kept the Allman Brothers alive when many thought they might disband. Heartbreak returned almost exactly a year later. On November 11, 1972, Berry Oakley was involved in a motorcycle accident only 3 blocks away from the site of Duane Allman's fatal crash. Though he initially refused treatment and insisted he was fine, his injuries were far more severe than he realized. He passed away later that day at the age of 24. The parallels to Duane's death stunned fans and cemented the sense of tragic destiny that seemed to follow the band. Oakley was laid to rest beside Duane at Rose Hill Cemetery in Macon, Georgia, a fitting final resting place for two musicians whose lives and music were so intertwined. His daughter, Brittany Oakley, born just before his death, later became a living connection to his legacy. Though his career was brief, Berry Oakley's influence remains enormous. His approach to bass playing inspired countless musicians who followed, and his contributions to the Allman Brothers Band laid the foundation for their continued success throughout the 1970s and beyond. Today, when fans listen to those recordings, they hear not only great music, but also the heartbeat of a man who gave everything to his art. Berry Oakley's life is a reminder of both the fragility of existence and the enduring power of music. His bass lines still echo across time, carrying the soul of the Allman Brothers Band and ensuring that his spirit will never be forgotten.